Now we're going to start off a little slow here. And for those of you who are just getting into the bass, we're going to start getting into scales, number system. So everything in the bass, just like in any type of music, is based off the scale, okay? So Ivan, start telling us about the scales, and we'll get into the number system. So kind of just show them in the key of C, the major and the minor scale.
All right, so there's two major scales, major and minor. Starting with the first scale, major scale, we have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So,
okay, here we go. Back at you again. Now we're going to move on. We've built from the scales, major, minor, and the blues scale, and we told you how important the number system. We kind of talked about something during the break. Tell me what you said about, because Ivan moved to Nashville, CCM City, gospel music city, Tell me what you said about the number system, what they told you.
Well, I was talking with a pretty well-known musician.
Okay, now this next section is very important. It really doesn't involve a lot of playing. It just involves a lot of discipline here, okay? This next section is called groove and pocket. And between these cats, that's very important. So talk to me, Ivan, a little bit about how you grew to be a non-busy bass player, how the importance of the drums and the bass together as far as establishing that groove and that pocket.
All right, so when I was growing up in church and I first started playing bass, the musician that allowed me to take his place and he kind of sidestepped.
Okay, now we're coming back at you. Okay, we've established the foundation, okay? Now let's get into some fun, interesting stuff. This next section is going to be right and left hand bass techniques, okay? Now, before we get into that, I wanted Ivan to speak a little bit about, he has a 5-string here, right?
Right.
So speak a little bit why you chose the 5-string, some different nuances from the 5-string to the 4-string that they need to kind of, know.
So now we're going to get into a section where I show you some chords that you can play on the bass, chords that I play a lot when I'm trying to convey a musical idea to somebody, or maybe even live, if I can find a good application for it. But many people consider the bass.
Ivan.
All right, so we have these cool things on a guitar and a bass called harmonics. And basically, when you play a note and you push down, you have a note that resonates. What happens if you go to a place on the neck and you don't push down? You might get this kind of sound, but there's certain places on the neck where you actually get kind of like a chime sound. All right?
Okay, now we're moving into the worship section. Now, we came out of Amazing Grace right into worship, so this is a perfect segue. Now, Ivan is going to tell us from a bass perspective, about maybe soloing, no soloing, licks or licks, the build-up, the process of worship from a bass player standpoint.
Right. A lot of this depends. One thing
we said is now, this is definitely really focused on the drums and the bass. It's a rhythmic type of thing, and you hear this in a lot of underground neo-soul / hip-hop, and we're just going to throw that in. Okay, we're going to throw that at you. Now, from a scale of 1 to 10, let's just give them about a 3, and then you're going to break down the concept and everything, the rhythmic intonations, and how do we do it. So let's let them have it.